Imagine this: you woke up tomorrow morning and every problem in your life disappears. Your health is perfect, your family is happy, your career is flourishing, your bank balance is full. Now, let me ask you a question. Would you still visit a temple? Would you still pray to God every day? Or do we remember God only when the life becomes difficult? आज कमाल का ताना दिया मंदिर में भगवान ने आज कमाल का ताना दिया मंदिर में भगवान ने कहते हैं सिर्फ मांगने ही आते हो कभी मिलने भी आया करो. I asked myself a question few years ago and I got the answer for it, which changed the way I look at worshipping the God. Before I begin, let me make you one thing absolutely clear. This video is not against any religion, it is not against any temples, nor it is against any rituals or any puja. In fact, I deeply respect all of them. But what I want to question today is not the ritual, but the intention behind that ritual. Because I believe intention matters more than the ritual itself. Life is good, but life is also unpredictable. Every single one of us carries the battle that nobody else can see. Some are struggling with money, some are struggling with relationships, some are fighting illness, some are simply trying to survive another day. And when life refuses to go according to our plans, we naturally turn towards the God. We pray, we hope, we search for miracles, we sometimes cry as well. And honestly, there is nothing wrong in that. Faith gives us courage when logic fails. Faith gives us hope when circumstances don't. But somewhere along the journey, I feel we unknowingly changed our relationship with the God. Instead of treating Him as our guide, we started treating Him as a solution provider. In our culture, there are countless rituals: Shanti Puja, Grahadosh Puja, Havan, and many more. I have absolutely no problem with these traditions, that is completely fair. But what worries me is something else. Sometimes people are emotionally broken, they are desperate, they are looking for hope. And in that state, they are told to perform some kind of rituals or any puja, stating that after doing it, everything will be fine. Their life will be free of problems. They spend hundreds, thousands, sometimes even lakhs. And after that, when nothing changes, they are left with two burdens. The original problem, it is still there. And now the financial burden as well. I know this because I have experienced it. There was a time in my life when my family was going through some serious difficulties. Nothing seems to improve. Everyone was stressed. My parents were worried. We were having health issues as well. And after that, someone suggested to perform a Graha Dosh Puja. Personally, I was not convinced, but I understood my parents' emotions, so anyway, I participated. The ceremony was good. The prayers felt peaceful. We spent a certain amount of money also. But our situation remained as it is. Nothing changed. Later on, one of my closest friends from Mumbai told me the similar story. She was told to perform a Shanti Puja by visiting a temple. When she returned, I asked her, "How was it?" She smiled and said, "The prayers felt nice, but spending so much money was hurting her more than the peace itself. Between travels, accommodations, and ritual expenses, she spent nearly half of her monthly salary." Again, I want to make it clear that I'm not against any ritual or any puja or any religion for that matter. Because it was not about the ritual. It was about the expectation that was attached to the ritual. I want to ask you something. Why do we actually pray? If every prayer starts with, "God give me this, God give me that, God please solve these difficulties, भगवान ऐसा कर दो, भगवान वैसा कर दो, मेरी इस लड़की या लड़के से शादी करवा दो, अगर मेरे 10th में अच्छे मार्क्स आएंगे तो मैं हर सोमवार को नारियल चढ़ाने आऊँगा." Are we really worshipping or are we negotiating with Him? What actually are we doing? Think about it. If someone came to you only when they needed something, would you call that love or dependence? Then why should our relationship with God be any different? Personally, I don't think God created us to become beggars, right? सिर्फ मांगते ही रहते हो. I think He created us to become creators. He had already given us everything we need: a thinking mind, a healthy body, the ability to learn, the strength to work, the courage to fight, nature we live in, and opportunities waiting to be discovered. Maybe God is looking down at us and thinking, "I have already given you everything you need. Now go and build the life you are asking me for. That thought changed something in me. Instead of asking God to change my life, I started asking myself, what efforts am I making for the life I want? Today, my definition of worship is very simple. Worship is gratitude. Not asking, but appreciating. Not complaining or demanding, but trusting. Every morning, instead of beginning with requests, I try to begin with gratitude. Thank you for another sunrise. Thank you for my parents. Thank you for my health. Thank you for the people who genuinely care about me. Thank you for this beautiful planet. And then I ask myself one more question. What can I do today to honor these gifts which God has given us? Can I help someone? Can I become a better human being? Can I protect the nature? Can I use my knowledge to improve someone else's life? Maybe this is the greatest prayer of all. I think if we use these gifts which God has given us in a better way, then this will be the best return gift to the God. This will be the actual prayer which we should do. Again, this is only my perspective. You can completely agree or you can completely disagree. And that's perfectly okay. Because conversation like this is not about proving someone right or wrong. They are about making each one of us think. So today before you sleep, ask yourself a simple question. When we pray, are we asking or are we appreciating? If this conversation made you think even for a while, then it has achieved its purpose. I would genuinely love to hear your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you for listening. Do take very well care of yourself. May God bless you. God doesn't need our offerings. Perhaps He wants us to honor the life which He had already given to us.